Gravity Beetle stage is home to some of the most boring nonsense ever. Luckily, the boss himself provides a decent puzzle without the dash, but until then, oh lord, do we have time to fill. So if I can get through this entire video without making one sexual allusion, I'll be a stronger person for it. Things start off fucking awesome with a pumping song that doesn't have a hint of that awful grunge chord they obsess over. And then, well, this. Yeah. Stand perfectly still, guys, it can't fail. One of them eventually has the good sense to prop himself at the top of a climb, but around the fifth time the others see him and run their super amazing new tactic into the ground, it stains the menace a smidgen. I suppose I could have made that halfway more interesting by opting to do it before Blast Hornet so the crates would remain, but then it'd be less interesting and more a further window into Doppler's tragic fixation on treating his shipping supplies like industrial Lego. Once we get outside, things do pick up a bit by blessing of enemies who've mastered that tricky art of moving the fuck around a little, but it's nothing soul-crushing. Honestly, I think one of the biggest contributors to X3's wildly uneven difficulty and entertainment is the fact that 70% of the enemy roster is nailed to the fucking ground or walls. Aspiring mad scientists take note. Feet are usually an integral part of your world domination army. Otherwise, the entire enterprise is subverted by the heroes taking a small detour on the way to your base. Luckily for Doppler, he's still a master of boring X to the point he can't fucking be bothered. I mean, why in the hell do these things exist so abundantly in X3? Is there some sort of subversive psychological depth to all this I'm too dense to understand? Is there something subconsciously appealing behind 30 seconds of twiddling your asshole waiting for an elevator with exactly 3 enemies to kindly let you continue with the game aspect of the game? X1 pulled it off by turning delay into challenge, and X2 ignored it entirely. X3... Well, X3 made you shoot stationary boxes as a mini-boss, so who knows what the fuck it's thinking. Luckily, outside of falling missiles, it looks suspiciously like... missiles. God fucking damn it, that was close. The rest of the level is at least trying. Enemies are close enough together to demand a little caution, and the last climb houses a nasty combination, as well as the second double team for X and Zero. I'm going to pass that last statement off as peculiar wording. I honestly don't even know what else to say about the level. It was inspired by Boomer Kawangers if he didn't catch on, because according to Capcom they were brothers or some shit. That raises the question of how rep-like procreation even... No, it doesn't actually. And now on to Gravity Beetle, who's a great deal more complicated this time, principally because until he reaches the left wall, he can't jump over him, and he can't walk under him. This means you're completely at the mercy of his blue... spheres. Jesus, Mary, and fucking Joseph. And they, tend not to obey how your brain's trying to tell you they do. Especially when he's so goddamn close to you can feel his breath. When he's a real jackass, you can spam 2 separate orbs at once, and these have deceptively large hitboxes and move very quickly. It doesn't exactly make the battle insanely difficult or anything, since at the end of the day, each individual safe spot is going to be safe for every fight, but it's still a lot more involved than usual. Past the halfway point, things become paradoxically easier, which I raise should never be a description for what's supposed to be your desperation attack, but anyway. Well, let's not beat around the fucking bush, huh? When he gets sick of the blue balls, he rips open a gigantic black hole and starts spraying rainbows out of himself trying to ram X with his oversized staff. Christ! I feel a lot better, how about you?